In a move drawing international attention, the United States has confirmed that it sent military observers to a massive war game conducted by Russia and Belarus. This development has significant implications for regional security in Europe, NATO operations, and the broader strategic balance with Russia. The exercises, which took place in September 2025, involved thousands of troops from both Russia and Belarus, alongside hundreds of tanks, artillery systems, and combat aircraft. According to the U.S. Department of Defense, the observers were sent to monitor and gather information, but not to participate. This isn't the first time the U.S. has monitored exercises in this region, but it is notable for the scale of the drills, as well as the geopolitical timing. Russia and Belarus have been increasingly coordinating militarily, and NATO allies have been closely watching developments along the eastern flank of Europe. While the war games were framed by Moscow and Minsk as routine exercises, analysts see them as a signal to the West, demonstrating both capability and readiness. U.S. officials emphasized that their observers were there to ensure transparency and to assess the potential risks these exercises might pose to neighboring countries. The U.S. military's presence in the exercises is limited to observation under existing agreements, such as the Vienna document, which encourages transparency in military activities across Europe. These agreements allow nations to send observers to certain large-scale exercises, exchange information, and build trust, or at least reduce misunderstandings that could lead to conflict. Analysts warn that the exercises are more than symbolic. With tensions between Russia and the West remaining high, these drills serve multiple purposes for Moscow and Minsk, testing troop readiness, practicing rapid deployment, and showcasing long-range strike capabilities. From a NATO perspective, having U.S. observers allows the alliance to collect valuable intelligence, monitor military capability, and refine defensive strategies. It's a delicate balance, though. While observing exercises is legal and routine, it's also a visible reminder to Russia that its activities are under scrutiny. The presence of U.S. observers comes at a particularly tense time. Ukraine remains engaged in conflict with Russia, and Belarus has increasingly aligned itself with Moscow's military strategy. European security analysts warn that these war games are not just practice. They are strategic messaging. According to the Pentagon, the observers were there to gather data on troop movements, logistics, and equipment. The information collected will help the U.S. and NATO understand potential threats and prepare contingency plans. It's a reminder that in military strategy, intelligence is as vital as firepower. Experts suggest that observing the exercises could also help predict Moscow's next moves. For instance, if the drills simulate large-scale maneuvers near the borders of Ukraine or NATO member states, it may indicate future operational priorities. These insights can inform NATO deployments, readiness exercises, and diplomatic strategy. Despite the tension, both Russia and Belarus officially welcomed U.S. observers, emphasizing that their presence demonstrates compliance with international transparency agreements. But outside analysts note that these exercises are often carefully scripted for optics, meaning the reality of military readiness could differ from what observers see. The bigger picture is that the presence of U.S. observers signals a commitment by Washington to monitor Russian military activity, particularly in areas that could threaten European security. It's a calculated move, showing strength, building intelligence, and reinforcing alliances without direct confrontation. As tensions continue to simmer in Eastern Europe, events like these war games serve as both a test of military capability and a reminder of the fragile balance between power, diplomacy, and vigilance. the eyes of the world, and particularly of NATO, remain fixed on the activities of Russia and Belarus. This is your channel name, bringing you the latest insights into global security and military developments. Subscribe for more in-depth analysis and breaking news from around the world.